Meeting.
You
That's
are live.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining another episode of Joe Knows. I'm here with John Maya, real estate agent, and we're going to talk about real estate, the current state of the market, and how John is different than other realtors out there. John, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for having me on here. Honestly, I really appreciate it. Yeah. As Joe said, I'm different than other realtors, but no disrespect to other realtors. I just do my business a different way. So I really try to put the client first, just let them know exactly what I'm going to do for them. And I kind of guide them from the beginning of the process to the end and even after. So, what I want is for the client to feel safe, comfortable, and understand everything or as much as they can about the process so that they can be and make better decisions on their purchase or sell.
Yeah, no, that's great. It's all about education, and I feel like there's so many different rules and things are changing all the time. So people that know what they need to do or stay away from doing during the time that they're buying a house, it's always good to have those things in hand.
Yeah. So when you want to buy a house or sell a house, you always don't know if it's the right time or not, depending on your family situation or your financial situation. But at least you can say, hey, let me talk to you, tell you where I'm at right now. And you give me the best idea of when do you think my time should go based off of your experience. And that's what I provide. I say, okay, based on your income, based on what you have saved up, based on what you're trying to do and the time frame you have, I recommend this time.
Right.
Or if you are on a tighter budget and interest rates are expected to go up, I might think you need to move faster than slower. Or if you have plenty of time and you have a paid off home, I think you have plenty of time. You should wait a little bit longer before you decide to sell. And that's the way I try to. I tailor to everybody specific because I need to make sure that their best interests are ahead of anybody else's because that's who I'm dealing with. I'm not focused on me. I'm focused on them.
Yeah. That's a lot of people get away from that sometimes in their business, when whether it's professional services or products that they're making. They kind of get away from, what does the client want, what does the client need, and sometimes they don't know what they need, right? Like sometimes somebody will come to you, maybe as a realtor, they come to you and they say, I want to buy a house, and you look at it and you're like, you probably shouldn't be buying anything right now.
Yeah, that I swear that that happens. I'll have some people that I say, honestly, I don't recommend you buy right now. What I say, if I notice somebody is barely has enough for closing costs, and maybe when I talk to the lender says, hey man, they're like just shy of making this payment where they can afford it, I tell them maybe you should hold off. Make sure you have a little bit more money down so that your payment is much lower so that you are have that wiggle room. You never know when a rainy day comes and you want to be prepared for it. So I do. I'm that guy. I will tell you the truth, and you can have faith in what I say, and that's the way I do it.
Yeah, I think that's great, because a lot of people that are in the industry, it's a commission based industry. So a lot of people
Yeah,
are looking for getting that paycheck.
100%.
And if you can qualify, whether it's right or wrong, they kind of just go with it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, that I get that a lot. So I'll have clients or potential clients call me and or talk to me and say, you know what? What I like about you or what stands out from you is you tell me what I need to hear. Other people just tell me, hey, you want to sell and you want to buy. This is the home. Let's do it. Do you want to make an offer? Or they'll take them to a few homes, maybe three, four homes, and say, oh, are we making an offer or no? What's going on? And that's not how I approach it at all. I want to make sure. In fact, I ask them when they tell me they want to make an offer. I ask them and I go through the list. Do you like the neighborhood? Are you okay with the schooling? Are you okay with the taxes? Are you okay with a monthly payment plan? I give them a rundown of everything to make sure that they are cool about this property. Are you okay with the fixes that it needs based off of what you like, based off of your criteria? And that's how I am who I am. That's how I have been so blessed to be able to have served so many clients.
yeah, that's, a lot of people um don't know what they don't know, right? So even for me, when I was trying to buy my first house, um, I was doing all of my research, and then I was calculating stuff the wrong way. Which, what does that mean? Is with taxes, there's a website. I don't know the exact website name, but for Michigan, you can figure out the property taxes
Yeah.
based off of estimating the value and going through and telling it which school district you're in. But what I was doing wrong was I was using the exact value of the house instead of doing half of that. And so I was thinking that my taxes were going to be about $500 or $600 more per month, which that's how many thousands of that, hundreds of
You
thousands of
don't know how
dollars
many
is that?
times I have to try to make sure I explain that to clients. So when you buy a home, yeah, if you see it on the listing ticket that hey, it shows taxes are, let's say for example, 3,000 a year. That's not what you're going to pay. That's what you're going to pay for the first year only. After that, you have to pay the new taxes at the cap that you buy it at. So, for example, you buy a home, taxes are 3,000. After that, they're going to go up based off of how long they've been capped at. Because when a buyer buys a home, that cap opens up, the tax cap opens up, and then they reassess it at the new purchase price, and then they close that cap. So the first year anniversary of when you buy that home, you're gonna have higher taxes. How much higher? We don't know. But what I like to do is when somebody's serious and concerned about taxes, what I can do and what I do is I call the city and tell them if my buyer buys this home now at this value, what are their taxes going to be? This way you can better analyze how much your monthly payment is and know next year what you're really going to pay. I don't like to give anybody anything that's incorrect and I don't like to spook anyone, but I like to keep everyone informed. And that's the way to be. This way you know exactly what you're getting and you know what your payment is going to be. So you're not shocked when you buy the home a year later taxes go up by $1,500 or $2,000. It happens and it can happen and it happens all the time. So you have to be prepared, but at least you're not scared. You know, hey, I can afford this still.
Right. And then another one that's a sticker shock, if you don't know, is but I knew ahead of time, so I was overfunding escrow. So maybe you could talk a little bit about this. So I
Yeah.
was just really quick. So we for our second house, we built it. They estimated for closing the value of the home based on just the land, which is nothing compared to the value of the house.
Yeah.
So my taxes were like $200 for the first year,
Yeah.
but I knew that it was going to jump up a lot the second year. So
It's
I did
100.
all my calculations because I knew what I was doing, but other people don't know. So maybe talk about something like
Yeah.
that.
So if you ever buy a new build property, every builder does it differently, but the general rule is you're buying the land first, and then you're buying for them to build it. So taxes are assessed off of what the purchase price of the land was. But when they reassess it after there is a certificate of occupancy, meaning that you can actually live there, the following year your taxes go way up. So again, it's always important that you speak and have that conversation with your realtor so that your realtor can call the city and tell them that the home is truly going to cost them this much money. What do you expect the tax is supposed to be? And even that might fluctuate, but it'll be pretty dead on. The people at the city, when I've called, I've never had a problem. They're pretty spot on of how much it's going to be because they have the numbers in front of them. So that's the way to go. Don't assume, don't think. You can check with your realtor and your realtor can find out. These questions should be asked. Don't be afraid to ask them. Ask as many as you need so you are informed about what you're doing.
Right. And then, knowing the person's situation, knowing their finances, helping them assess whether it's worth buying the house or whether they can afford it is definitely a good added value that you can give to somebody. Because I had a friend of mine, she's like, Joe, I want to buy this house. Do you think, as a friend, as a professional, do you think that I'm capable of doing it? And I looked at her numbers and said, you can do it, but you know how you like to travel? You're probably not going to be able to travel as much. Are you good with that? And she said, yeah. So I said,
Nice. That's
okay, yeah.
nice of you.
I know.
100%. You did the right thing. Like that's what people need. You need to know if this might be tight for you. You need to know, you need to talk to your lender, you need to talk to your realtor and say, "Hey, I make this much. My payment is going to be this much. I have this much free space room. Is that going to be good for me? What do you think? Do you think I'm going to have added expenses with this property based off of how it is?" Yeah, this one has the inspector already said the water tank might go at any minute. So you might have another $800 expense coming up, or the roof might need to be changed within another couple of years. You can probably afford this home, but just make sure you have this money set aside for when these things need to happen. It's not to make you nervous, it's to make you prepared. And the more prepared you are, the more you're able to handle your kind of rainy days, and the more you're happier because you really knew this was coming. You don't want to be shocked when you realize, oh damn, the water tank stopped and I have no hot water. I can't take a shower unless I want to feel how my ancestors felt. And I don't think you want that. You want to actually be able to say, hey, I have hot water. This is 2022 or coming on
Yeah.
2023. So it's always cool to do that. It's great. I think the more people ask, people get nervous. Oh, I don't want to bother you. No, ask the
Yeah.
questions.
Yes, I agree.
Ask what you need to ask so that you're comfortable. Don't be afraid to ask me questions. Don't call me late at night though, but call when you need to and write in respectful times and ask the questions you want. And I'll be there for you, and that's how you are too.
Yes.
I really like that. So I'm not just a one-stop shop. I want to make sure that my clients are prepared even after the buying process. So a lot of things I refer clients to you because you always offer that one step of, hey, God forbid, if you pass or your spouse passes, do you want your kids to have to hire a lawyer to go to probate court to get that home back if it's not in their name? That's what I love about what you do. Speak about that. What
Yeah.
don't you have to make sure you explain to them, hey, when you pass or something happens, it's not just, oh, I wrote a will and it's done. There's
Yeah.
not
Yes.
That's not that simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody saw that will, you got it notarized. That doesn't mean jack compared to what
Yes.
you actually provide, where it's you actually have it documented and it's online and everyone has a copy of that.
Right. Yeah. So that I'm glad that you brought that up. So for me, after somebody buys a home, that's a major life event that goes along with estate planning and how I can help them. If you only have a house, most people, that's their major asset. They put all of their money into that. And when they have that asset, they want to protect it. Now, depending on their situation, okay, are you older? Do you have kids that are adults? Then we just need, maybe a deed that we can do a special kind of deed that transfers upon death. So, God forbid, if you pass away, it goes to your adult children. They get the house. They show a death certificate. They can sell the house. It's done. If you have minor children, now you're getting into a situation where maybe you want to protect the house for the children, but also who's going to take care of the kids until they're adults to actually acquire the house.
And I want to just cut in for a second if I could. This it might sound boring, it might sound complicated, it might sound like, oh, I don't need to do this right now, but honestly, it's so important because you want to make sure, like we work hard every day, we try to provide for our families, but we need to think about what happens if we're not here. What happens if, God forbid, you're not able to take care of yourself, and or your spouse is sick or something happens and somebody's gone? What are you going to do then? Isn't it good to have that knowledge, that person on the side to say, hey, you know what? I got you covered. I have this form. You're going to fill it out. If you pay this much money, but you're done. God forbid anything happens, your children aren't set. Doesn't that feel good to take a week out of your time, a day, speak with the guy, get it done, and now you know you're happy? I did it. I'm a client, and I love it because now I feel safe. All my hard work is not going to waste. Everybody's going to be taken care of. God forbid anything happens to me, and I love that, and I'm happy to be your friend, and I'm happy that you do that. That's
Yeah.
a great thing.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it because I am trying. And you know what I do? I, I have several options for people depending on their situation, and I lay it out and I let you make the decision of what you want to do. Right. So I don't push anybody to do anything. I would love everybody to do it because it's a protection that you need. And whether you think you need it or you don't, I'm telling you that you need it.
Mhm.
And there are situations where you might not need it, right? Let's say you don't own a house. Let's say, you're older, your kids are grown up, you don't have that much in the bank. I might say, you might need a couple of documents to, God forbid if you get sick, who's going to take care of you? But you might not need much in order to protect yourself. But then you have other people that they have maybe 6 or 7 houses that they're renting out. They have a couple of businesses. They have minor children. Okay, now you have to do it. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna push you to do
like
it.
me, like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was like, it's like he followed up with me, but he didn't keep hammering on me, he didn't pressure me, gave me that room so that I can go to him when I'm ready.
yeah,
And it changed my life. It made me feel so much more safer that I know my family is going to be protected. And that's what I love about you. Like, that's the way I run my business. I have a partner, Andira. She's just like me. She literally cares about her clients, only wants to make sure that the best for them, and that's the way to be. You have to be able to be that honest person that people need during these crazy times. If you want to buy a house, you want to sell a house, you need estate planning. You need
Yeah.
someone you can trust that's going to give you the information that you need and not worry about what they're going to make from you. Because of course this is how we make a living, but if we guide you and support you, that's our main focus. Again, Andira, myself, that's what we pride ourselves. We want to make sure that you're taken care of, and then we get paid. We already know that, but we want to make sure that you're happy, and that's what you
Right.
do.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too is but like people don't know they do one step at a time or they get a band-aid solution from somebody. Oh, my cousin did this, I'm going to duplicate it. Well, maybe it worked for your cousin or
Yeah,
maybe it didn't work out for your
yeah.
cousin, but you don't know.
I heard from
You
such and
know,
such, and my
yes.
cousin called me, my friend from
Yeah.
the other side, like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
I know.
Just call me and I'll talk to you and I'll
Yeah.
explain to you. I'm the
Yeah.
real guy.
Yes.
Who's your cousin? Who's your friend? What are they? They heard from
Well,
somebody 20 years
well,
ago.
because okay, because I'll tell you for example an option. Sometimes people they say, I'm buying this house, but I'm older. I'm going to put it in my adult child's, maybe they're 23, 24, whatever. I'm going to put it in their name. So if I pass away, it's under their name already. We're done. You're messing with two different things. One, oh, let's say one of them is taxes. You're putting it under that kid's name now. You're missing a huge opportunity to save money on taxes. What does that mean? um, in the state of Michigan, there's a step up in basis. What is basis? If you bought a house for 100,000 and when you pass away, it's worth 500,000. If the child inherits it at the 500,000 mark, they're going to save paying the taxes on that $400,000. But if you add their name onto it at any point before then, and then something happens, maybe let's say you sell it at 500,000 while they're still alive, they're going to have to pay taxes on some of that money. So there's going to be
It's
you're
crazy.
saving your
It's things you don't think
yes, you don't
about.
think about it because you're only
Yeah,
thinking about one part of the
yeah.
problem. You're not thinking about other problems that you're creating
Yeah,
by saving that.
you heard one thing you like,
Yeah,
but you didn't take it to the next level and
yeah,
say, I need to know everything I need that is for I guess respective of my situation,
yes,
so I know how to better set myself up.
right,
You heard one thing your cousin told you, that's great,
yeah,
but now follow up and find out from the real person of what that encompasses for you.
right,
What are you going to really take away from that? Yeah, you want to do that, but what do you need to have? What's your particular situation, so that you're really taken care of when the day is done.
yeah, like
Don't just hear somebody, ask some more
yeah,
questions.
yeah. Find out for sure. That's why I call this podcast Joe Knows, because I know the answer to the question that you're gonna have for me, or if let's say if I don't know it, I'm gonna find out the answer for
100%.
you
You don't
and then
lie.
let
You
you
just
know.
tell them, like, hey,
Yes.
I'll come back with you.
Yeah.
I'll give you the
Give
answer
me a
after
minute.
I
Yeah.
find out for sure. I think it's this, but let me make sure.
Yeah.
But that's the good thing.
Yeah. And then you'll know, okay, these are the actual options that I have. You can make a decision based on that instead of thinking like same thing with buying a real estate. I don't think I can do it. Well, what do you mean? Did you check? Did you ask? Find out for sure what you're missing, or if you can do it, maybe you'll be surprised. You can buy something, or whatever. But also back to the real estate thing. Okay, sometimes people, okay, they put under their adult child. What happens if that child passes away before you do?
Mm.
Now you're gonna have to go to probate court to get your own house.
Yeah.
What happens if your kids are minors and you pass away? How are they going to pay for the mortgage? They're going to be forced to sell the house. Like there's certain things that you don't think about that I have knowledge in that I can help you understand, and then you can determine what you want out of the services that I can provide for you, what makes the most sense, what you can afford, what you need, and then you can do that to protect yourself. And that's why I like working with John, because he understands that. And as a realtor, he's not just going to leave you and say, okay, you bought the house, thank you.
Yeah.
He's going to say, well, you know what, you bought the house, now you need to protect it for your family. Why don't you call Joe and he can talk to you about all the options that you have?
Yeah, there's so many things. Again, my partner Andera Herms and myself, we really pride ourselves on giving you as much knowledge as you need, as much guidance as you need to making the right decisions. Because this is Probably one of the biggest decisions people make in their life, buying a home, selling a home. How many times do you do that in a lifetime? How many times have your parents or your relatives done that in a lifetime? So you want that right person there for you. When Andira talks to a client, she makes sure they know what they need to know. When I talk to a client, I make sure when you talk to a client, you make sure they have all of the options available in front of them so that they can choose what's best for them, but you're guiding them in the right direction. You're telling them, hey, based off of what I see, based off of my experience, I think you should choose this one, but it's up to you. What do you think? And that's the way to be. Because don't you, okay, what, God forbid, if you go to a doctor and you have a problem, don't you get a second opinion?
Right.
Don't you like, oh, I want to make sure that's right? Don't you want to go to a mechanic and they tell you X amount of dollars for a car? Everything is relative to that, right? Every time you need that one person in any business, in any field, you want that person that you can trust, that you like, that you know. And when you build that relationship, when you ask those questions, when you have that sense of safety with that person, with that professional, that's all it is. At the end of the day, what is it? I'm providing a service that no one else can provide. And Dira is providing a service that nobody else can provide. You are providing a service that nobody else can provide because it's all unique to our personalities, our characteristics, what we care about, our values, how we grew up, how we were raised. So make sure who you're working with is who you know, like, and trust. Literally. If that's not the case, you have a problem. Don't think about how much I'm going to save working with that guy,
Yeah. Oh,
with
yeah.
that lady. Don't think
That is,
this person's going to do it for this much, but if I go to that person, they're going to do it for cheaper.
I know.
Really? That's what you want?
It's gonna
You want
cost
to
you
buy half a
sometimes.
shoe?
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Or do you want to buy the real deal? Do you want to have that sense of security that this person guided me the whole way? And now I'm so thankful and so at peace because they took care of everything. And they told me everything I needed to know. But I was going to go with the other person to save me a grand.
Yeah.
It's not the right move.
Sometimes it costs you more by doing that. So what does that mean? I have a lot of clients that come to me, they ask me to review their estate planning documents, and there's very few of them that I say this was done completely properly.
All the time.
Yeah,
Really? That was
I know.
I didn't know that
Well,
I can negotiate on an inspection. What?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Or because, like, for example, most people, their house is their number one asset, and then I have people, they say, "Can you review my estate plan?" And I review it, and I say, "Okay, where's your deed?" And they say, "What do you mean?" And I'm just shocked that the attorney didn't provide putting your biggest asset potentially
And
into your estate
and
plan.
maybe they didn't do it on purpose.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not saying everybody else is
Right.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying things happen. So when you go to that person, when you go to Joe, when you go to me, when you go to my partner Andera, we want to make sure that you have as much knowledge as possible. We make mistakes here and there too, but when you know everything, like when you know, did you know that a buyer can have a seller pay part of their closing costs? Did you know that? Did you know that you can get some concessions during inspection and buy down your interest rate? Did you know that? Did you know that you can have, when you're done with the closing, if you wanted to add a family member on your title, you can do that? There's so many things that you can do, but as long as you talk to the right person.
Right. Yes. And that's the thing too, is like, you know, a lot of people, I always bring it up to like phones, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have an iPhone, but there's a reason
Or
why you have
Samsung
an iPhone.
or
Or
Android.
hey, listen, I know.
Calm down, bro.
No, no, I know.
There's Androids in the room.
I know. I have an Android. Okay,
Okay, okay.
I do. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm on that team. But it's just easier for people to understand the iPhone
Yeah.
perspective, right? There's a reason why you're picking the iPhone. It's because they control the whole environment. They make sure that the hardware and the software all work together. You can only get a top quality product. Versus with Androids, they allow you to get a $200 flip phone if you want, or
Yeah.
whatever, right? Like you
That's
can
true.
pay you
That's true.
right. So then people have a bad experience because a phone is a phone, but they're not. If you get a top of the line Samsung phone, if you get a top of the line Google phone, they're comparable to an iPhone, but people don't know, they don't understand, they
Yeah.
don't, right?
Yeah.
So maybe somebody got burned by a $200 Android phone, then they jump to the iPhone because the iPhone is what you said,
Yeah.
know, like, and trust,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And
Yeah,
that's what it is.
but that's what Samsung prides itself on. That's what we do as professionals
Exactly.
pride ourselves on. We want to make sure that we're a brand, and that's what we are. everybody has their own branding, right? Everybody, the photographers, the videographers, the sound check guys, everyone is trying to make themselves stand alone, stand apart from everyone else. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure that you're comfortable with that person. You
Right.
need to make sure that you really can confide in them and tell them everything that you really want to ask or say, so that you know you're making the right choice. That's what it comes down to. So when you talk to Joe, when you talk to me, when you talk to Andira, make sure you're comfortable with us. And if you're not, tell us you're not and say why you're not, so that we can address it. Don't
Right.
let things pass. Time is our most precious commodity, and don't let it go.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Is like I think the number one thing first is the truthfulness, and that's what you're getting from us. That's what you're getting from John. He's not gonna take you out and say, "Oh, you're looking for $1 million houses when can't afford it."
Yeah.
He's gonna tell you maybe you should probably look in this price range or in
Or
this area
or
or whatever.
honestly, you want to sell your home for 500,000 and it's only worth 450 or
Yeah. Right.
400.
Yeah.
I have those honest conversations, but it has to be had. If somebody calls you and tells you, or they see you and they say, "Hey, yeah, man, your home, you want this much? Yeah, I got it for you." No, tell them, can you tell me a comparable market analysis? Can you give me that and provide me with what the neighboring homes sold for that are similar to my house, so that you're realistic? I have that happen so many times. So many clients call me and say, "Man, this guy told me I can sell for this much. We sat on the market for 2, 3 months. I didn't get it sold."
Yeah.
If they were honest with me, I could have sold it for what it was worth and move on. Maybe that's not what I wanted to hear, but that's what I needed to hear. You get
Right.
that from me. You get that from Joe. You get that from Andrea. We're just going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you if your home is not really worth it, so that you know you're wasting time. Because even if somehow, some crazy way, somebody gave you that number you were asking for, what if the bank says this home is worth less? What do you do then? You need the beginning foundation steps to do the job right. Don't waste time. Don't look for discounts. Look
Yeah.
for the
That's
person that's going to guide you.
they taught us this in law school, right? It's knowing your worth. And okay, if you're going for a person that gives you a discount, are they valuing their worth
Mhm.
enough? Because for me, I know even if I charged a ridiculous amount of money, it's still worth it. And what does that mean? Is the benefits of all of the stuff that I do for you are going to outweigh the amount that I'm charging. So my fee is
And
already
you're
reasonable.
going to save them money in the long run.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's another thing people don't analyze. Like, I have a client that I tried to tell them to lower their asking price, and they were adamant that they wanted the asking price high. They've spent 3 months. The home, they've paid taxes,
Right.
they've paid homeowners insurance, they've paid the mortgage. You now have lost money because
Yes.
you didn't listen to the professional from the beginning.
Right.
These things are important. Don't just think about the upfront cost. Think about the long term and have that honest conversation, so that you know at the end of the day what's the most effective price point for you and what's the best result for you. That's what we provide.
Right. Yeah, it's always good to have that because people don't understand the decision that they're making, right? So like you go to a doctor, they tell you take this medicine and you say, "Okay, is it going to fix whatever it is that I'm doing?" And they say yes, and then you just follow the instructions. And that's what you need to do with other professionals when you trust them and they say you need to do A, B, and C.
or
Just do A, B, and
or you
C.
go to a cheaper doctor that gave you
Yeah.
that gave you a lesser copay or a lesser out-of-pocket cost, and the guy gave you medicine that actually had adverse reactions to you that you didn't know,
Right.
because
Yes.
some rep told them, "Hey, if you front this, we're going to give you more prescriptions," or something like that. You don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
Right.
again,
Yes.
when you go to somebody you know, like, and trust, you're going to get that honest answer, and you're going to make the right decision, and you're going to be informed so that you know the risks of making that decision. That's all what it's about. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want the truth? Do you want somebody to lie to you and tell you things just to make you feel good? That's not going to help you in the long run. That
Right.
might help you in the short run for that little dopamine you need for that second. But after a couple of weeks, you're going to realize, oh crap, what did I do?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people try to do stuff on their own, for sale by owners, or you're it. Listen,
Yeah, this
I'll tell
agent
you.
told me they're going to sell my house for 1%, for
Yeah,
half a percent.
yeah,
Really? And you want to work with them?
yes, yeah,
That's Though somebody just came and discounted half of their income, and on top of that, they have to still pay taxes and pay their broker, and that's who you want to work with.
Right.
What do you think they're gonna do when you get an offer? What do you think they're gonna do when you get somebody asking for money through inspection, saying that the roof is bad? Do you think they're gonna give
I
you that service that you need? That's gonna end up costing you more money in the long run. It's so sad, but it happens all the time.
Yeah. It's everything needs to be fair, right? So like you're not going to pay six well, whatever. What is the normal fees for a realtor?
Normal fees for a realtor are 6%,
Yeah.
3% for the buyer's agent, and 3% for the seller's agent.
Right. So now if somebody comes to you and they say, "Give me 10%." I don't know if you can do that, but I'm just saying. Let's
You,
say
you
somebody
you can offer, you can ask for whatever you want.
Yeah. So
There are
somebody
times where I've asked for 7% because I know the job was hard
Yeah.
and I knew what the client wanted was much more difficult,
Okay.
and they've done it.
Yeah.
It all depends. Or there's a person that said, "Hey, I want to buy and sell with you. Can you give me some help? Or I need some help on my closing costs. I only have this much."
Yeah.
We work we take every situation as it is, and we work on it. We work it out. We make sure that there is a good relationship to be had there, and then we figure out the numbers later. But again, the relationship is number one. That's key. That's your
Yes.
biggest thing. Make sure this person is who you want to work with, and then worry about what the cost is.
Right. No, exactly. And it
Can
goes
I
back to
can I ask you about a house?
Yeah.
When you want to buy a house, don't you want to know the first thing for you is location? Because if it's a badass house, if it's a castle,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's an hour from your job or 2 hours from your job, it's almost worthless to you. It's not.
Yes.
It's so there's certain things you have to know what's number one. So when I'm buying a house, it's always location. People forget I want a mansion. Okay, but in the area that you really want to be at, there isn't that.
Yeah.
Again, understand. Oh, I only want to be in this square block. Sorry, buddy. Expand a little bit, and I can get you what you're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
So these things people need to know, but if they don't get informed, how are they going to know?
Right. And like you said, uh you have to ask the right questions. You have to have a priority list of like, this is what I'm looking for. This is the number one thing in my list. Number two, number three. If maybe number four we can't get it, that's fine, type of thing.
Even that is all, which he's 100% right. But even that, sometimes I know what my clients want more than they do. My client will send
They
me a
don't.
home and say, "I love this home." I'm like, "Really? I thought you told me you don't like that. This doesn't have a privacy fence. I thought you wanted a privacy fence. Oh, I thought you wanted a finished basement. This doesn't have it." That's when they, oh wow, okay, yeah, I forgot. Or I'll have client. I swear to God, this happened to me. A client before they walked in told me, "Should we even go in?" Because I was there before them. They told me, "If you say it's not good, I'm not gonna waste my time." And that's what you need. You need that agent that
Yeah.
you can trust to say, "Hey, yeah, this is worth viewing."
Yeah.
So sure enough, I told them, "Yeah, it's worth viewing." They saw it, they loved it. We made an offer, they got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's certain things that we provide that you can't get somewhere else. You need that you need that trust in order to make sure that you're guided right.
Yeah. Are there any um specific timing on when people should contact you? How should they contact you?
My cell phone is 248-376-1220. You're more than welcome to contact me anytime, honestly. If you have a question, or if you're just thinking about selling, or if you just have questions about the real estate market, just it doesn't hurt to give me a call, shoot me a text, and say, "Hey, I might think of selling in a couple of years, 3 years, but this is how much I owe, this is how much I have equity, and honestly, the neighborhood is too far from my work. What do you recommend?" And I can have that honest conversation with you. Though, so it's not really. There's never really a wrong and right time to buy or sell. It all depends on your certain situation. But when you talk to a professional, that will be more clear for you about when you should make that choice. So it really doesn't hurt to reach out whenever you want.
Yeah, it's always good to have guidance and have a plan in place. I always tell people, sometimes people think I'm crazy because I plan out way too far in
Yeah.
advance,
You,
right?
you might
Is it?
maybe there's some truth to that,
I know.
but that's your job.
Yeah, yeah, right. But I do it for everything, and I just like having a plan because you know what? And I don't know the exact quote. I'm gonna have to find it later to add to this. Um, I used to watch a lot of superhero shows, and on the Flash, one of the characters,
Marvel
yeah, yeah,
or
Flash is
DC
DC,
DC
yeah.
Comics. Yeah.
Um, there was a bad guy that used to talk about make a plan, something like make the plan, execute the plan, wait for something to happen that's not on the plan, and then throw the plan away. Like, you can plan as much as you want, but stuff is going to happen. But for me, I just need to know what are the options. Like, let's say for example, I plan option A for a year from now,
Yeah.
but I know that B, C, and D are also options also. So if something happens to plan A, I can, okay, now what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm going into a different plan, right?
Well,
And so I have it already like thought out enough where I
yeah.
can figure out what is the best alternative.
And what you're trying to say, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. Plan for what you can control.
Right.
Don't plan for what you can't. Don't worry about what you can't control. You can't do anything about it anyways.
Yes.
Don't think, oh, I might get hit by a car next week. Maybe I shouldn't buy next week. Uh, That's something out of your control. You know, what you can control is if you have a life insurance policy set in place. What you can control is if you know you have this much money to cover it should something happen to you. Plan for what you can control. Do not plan for anything out of that. That's just noise.
Yes.
Don't hear from a relative, don't hear from a cousin. It's
Oh
always
man.
great to mingle, but that's not a professional opinion unless they are a professional. Make sure you plan for what you control, and you have the honest conversation with a professional to know what you can control and to know how to control what you can control.
Right. And that's exactly right. So how I look at it is like, okay, I'm going to plan for for the future. So I have life insurance, I have my estate plan, I bought my house, I put my house in the estate plan, and then I think everything is great. I'm planning for everything to be great, but if something happens later on, I have that thing covered. And then now what do I do? Right? So like what are my options now? I've covered having the life insurance. Now what do we do? Okay, so do we pay the mortgage off directly? Um can we refinance under somebody else's name?
Can we
Like,
invest? Can we use
yeah,
that money
yes,
to
yeah,
invest into something else?
yeah,
What are now that we have our foundation set, what's our next options?
right.
What's the next level? What's the way to better ourselves from what we were before? Nothing wrong with having these conversations. And if you're surrounded by peers that don't think like that, there's nothing wrong with that either. But isn't it cool to have a good foundation and to continue to build off of it? Isn't that what we're all aspiring to do in the first place? Isn't
Right.
that part of our purpose here, to leave our children and our generations to come better off than when we found it?
That's
So
funny. That's funny because I just thought about it the other day. I was like, I don't get jealous of people, most of the time, but I'm jealous of my kids. So
yeah, like my kid tells me, Dad, I want to buy this toy, and he kills me every
yeah,
freaking time. And I buy it for him because I want him to have what I couldn't have.
yeah,
But there's of course certain limitations on everything. But how cool is that you can take yourself to the next level? You're competing with a person in the mirror. You're not competing with
yes,
a relative. You're not competing with another realtor, another financial advisor.
right.
We're not. We're competing with what we see in the mirror,
Right, and
and we
especially when
want
you're working with those people, right?
yeah
Like real estate agents you're gonna work with hundreds of real estate agents over your
all the time.
career. So
And many I
you're
like,
always, yeah,
many I have good relationships
yeah,
with, many I'm close friends with. Again, my partner Andira, me and her are really close. We are great friends. She's as just as good, if not better, as a realtor than myself. And you again, I'm not competing with her. I'm not
right,
competing with you. I'm not competing with
yeah,
anyone. I'm competing with what I see in the mirror.
yeah,
And that's how you should feel. You should feel I'm competing with that person that I see in the mirror. Where am I at in my life? Where do I want to go? Who do I need to talk to get me where I need to go? This is what you should think about. And this is the right time. There is never a wrong time, unless you're really, like, God forbid, in a situation where you just can't have this conversation. But I think, in most of my experience, it's always the right time to have a conversation about being better than who you are now. I think about that all the time, and so do you.
yeah, yeah. You should always have goals, what you're looking to do, what you're looking to improve, and have, you know, some kind of a plan to get to that point. And like we said, the plan is always going to change. Something's going to happen, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm always like working on my businesses, working on my family, working with clients, and then I forget about myself. Sometimes I'm like, I need to go back to the gym. I need to work out.
Yeah.
I need to eat
I need to
healthier,
cut the
whatever. Yeah,
fries.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I try to get back on track, but then what happens? We have 20 Christmas parties this month, and we have
Yeah.
family get-togethers,
Or
and
you
how
tell
are we gonna
yourself,
say no?
I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna start in the new year.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
we've heard that.
yeah,
We've heard that BS
yeah,
before.
yeah.
It's we tell it to ourselves.
So you can only can do so much, but have your goals. Try to make yourself achieve those goals. Have a plan for it,
Yeah.
and that's the first step, right? Identifying your goals, having a plan to achieve those goals, whether it's buying a house, protecting your family, taking care of yourself. You need to figure out what is your priority and how are you going to get there.
Honestly, this is the best time to have this conversation because the new year is around the corner. It is a new year, it's a new day. Make a list for what you want to achieve in 2023. Make a list of where you are. Make a list of your strengths and weaknesses and what you need to improve on. And then make a list of who you need to contact to help you move the process a lot faster.
Right. That's the thing.
That's the way to set yourself up for
That's
success.
That's so funny that you said that. Okay, so let me tell you my thing real quick. So you know how a lot of people complain, we shouldn't have learned algebra in high school. We should have learned how to do taxes and all that stuff. No, you don't want to know how to do taxes. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to know. I learned one chapter in law school on taxes, and that was enough for me. Okay, it's very complicated. It's um, it's different for each person. The laws change all the time, but what you want to know is who is somebody good that I can trust to do my taxes for me. That's what you want. You don't need to know all the stuff. You need to be good at what
you
you
need to know
do.
someone who knows.
Exactly.
You don't need to
Yes.
know everything a realtor
Yeah.
knows, but you need to know a good realtor.
Exactly.
You don't need to
Yes.
know a good
Yeah.
financial advisor. You don't need to know what a financial advisor knows or a estate
Statement.
planner knows, but you need to know a good one.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Because why do you need to do it yourself? I don't need to do my taxes. I have somebody else do my taxes
You don't
for
need
me.
to know how to record, but you need a badass guy like John
Yes.
Tripp
Yes.
and like my man over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Damon.
That's David.
Yes.
These are the
Yes.
people you need to
So
know. These people because they set you up with the mic. They know that
yeah,
they know
I'm not
they
gonna
got
go.
they got your good side.
Yeah.
So if you know the right people,
Yeah.
that's a big leg up that others don't have.
And you know, I always try to be fair with people. Like, don't take advantage of me. I'm not gonna take advantage of you. I'm gonna try to take care of you.
Always.
And so I have a large network. John has a large network. If you need something and we can't do it, he'll tell you where to go. He'll connect you with the right person that will be able to take care of you, and you can just trust it. I mean, that's for me is like I have all these people that I know. Hey, I have a question about this topic. I'm calling this person. They're going to give me the right answer. I'm done. I don't need to know it. I just need to know people that know it. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've had that issue with title work. Somebody wanted somebody's name off of the home, and they're like, okay, I know the right people to call. I called the title company, told them we need a quick claim deed to get this person out of that home, and only that person on title. There's certain things that you don't know how to get, but you know who is going to get them for you,
yes.
and that's where I come in.
Yeah.
That's where my partner Andrea
Yep.
comes in. That's where you come in.
Yep.
That's where John comes in. That's where David comes in. We know the things that you need to know that you need the connection. So if you have that connection to that person, that's all you really need to get you on the right track of where you're trying to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And so, we're out here. We're looking out for you. If you need any more real estate guidance, you can always contact John. Why don't you give your contact
Again,
information again?
my phone number is 248-376-1220. I'm available almost always, and if I don't answer, I always call back. If uh, if somebody shoots me a text, I always respond. It might not be exactly at that moment, but I get back with people usually the same day, and I give them everything they need to know.
Do you have questions? I can't see.
Oh yeah, just shout it out. Keith Stonehouse just said, "Did someone say title?"
Oh, all right. Keith Stonehouse chimed in and talking about title. Yes, if you need title work, go to Keith Stonehouse, and we'll talk about that later. I'll have him on here one of my episodes. Um, well, thank you, John, for
Thank you,
being
brother.
on this episode and letting us know about how you can help people with real estate. For all of your estate planning needs, you can contact me at 248-914-8146. Email me at joe@dalloestateplanning.com or go to my website, dalloestateplanning.com. And for all of your estate planning needs, that's how you can get a hold of me. And this is a great episode with John Maya for Joe Knows.
Thank you guys.